So I've just made it up chapter 23 in Onyx Storm, so we're going to go ahead and put that there for a second, because Violet finally has her quest squad, and man, does she know how to pick a quest squad. Obviously, it's her and her sister, her current boyfriend, her ex-boyfriend, her best friend growing up, who she's had some trust issues with in the past year, her current boyfriend's ex-girlfriend, and that ex-girlfriend's cousin, Drake, which Drake and Mira's very first encounter with each other is Mira kicking him in the groin. Yeah, this is going to be a very fun trip to the Isles. Yeah, this has to get done though, right? Because if it doesn't get done, then the accord that granted Xaden his title will be taken away. So we need to get over here. We need to make sure we get this deal done for Takaris and talk to this vendor over here and try to figure out what exactly Violet's father is sending them over here for. Now, as they are making their way, right, over the ocean, right, towards the Isles, the bonds with their dragons get cut off, right? There's no magic because there's no land, so they've lost the bond. Now, Violet is used to obviously losing this bond with her dragons because of just the test that she did in her first and second year, not to mention during the interrogation that she was doing as well. But as they land, they do not get their bonds back, right? When they get to this new area over in the Isles, Violet is the only one that is able to communicate with Terran and Darna. And I know they think it's because Andarna is the 7th species of dragon, and maybe there's some sort of, extra magic that she's able to tap into to be able to speak to her dragons. But a part of me thinks that it might have something to do with the serum that her mother gave her, right? Because if you remember, when she was in the interrogation, right, she left the interrogation, she was still cut off from her dragons, and her mother gave her a special serum to bring that bond back. And what if her mother knew what her dad was up to, right? Knew that she was eventually going to have to go to the Isles where there was going to be no bond. And what if this serum was special to that, right? Not only did it bring back the bond after this interrogation, but it maybe gave her more of a bond for whenever they went over to the Isles. And then speaking of the Isles, I'm a little confused as to why they have like massive spears everywhere, right, to take out dragons, because I don't feel like they've ever been attacked by dragons. So it makes me think that the 7th species of dragons is in this area, which is why basically why they're prepared for war. I mean, they're so far away from everything, but yet they are ready for something.